How did this man, Jake Davison, cause multiple media outlets in the UK to say this?
Tonight, the dark underbelly of a virtual world made real. Today, questions over the ability of online movements to radicalise the angry and vulnerable, and how social media platforms should intervene.
As well as get others to say this about social media.
Ideology has cropped up, and so I think it's something that needs to be taken much more seriously by government and social media firms.
Within this video, the shootings which Jake Davison carried out will be presented to you, as well as the psychological models which can be seen as being present within the case. As well as this, his social media history, which includes his activity on Reddit, will also be showcased, which should allow you to be able to get a better understanding of what led him to carrying out the attack that he did. Before I proceed with this video, I would just like to state that I do not condone any of the actions of the perpetrator, and due to the nature of the crime that is going to be discussed within this video, some viewers may find it disturbing. On the 12th of August 2021, Davison got into a physical altercation with his mother, Maxine, which led to her contacting her sister, who then phoned the police. Between 6:05 and 6:08, Davison twice opened fire with a legally owned pump-action shotgun, killing his mother. He then left the house and fired upon a 3-year-old girl who was called Sophie Martin and her 43-year-old father in the street, killing them both. Next, he shot through the front window of a neighbouring house, injuring a 53-year-old woman and her 33-year-old son, before shooting and killing a 59-year-old man in a nearby park. At 6:11, Devon and Cornwall police received reports of shots having been fired in multiple locations. Davison then walked down Royal Navy Avenue and went to Henderson Place, where at 6:13, he shot and fatally wounded a 66-year-old woman outside a hairdresser's. At 6:23, as further police arrived, Davison shot himself on Henderson's Place. Now we have established what happened within this case, let's get into the psychological models behind the attack. The prominent psychological model that is going to be presented within this video is the path to intended violence. Path to intended violence model has already been covered on this channel in the video focused on the psychological model present in the case of Elliot Rodger. For the people that are unaware of this model, these are the main steps that are present within the theory. Within this video, the main steps of the model that are going to be presented are the grievance step and the carrying out of the attack. There will be a link in the description of this video on Elliot Rodger if you would like to watch a video that goes into this theory into greater depth.
It's like, I'm at the point now where it's like, why do I even bother? Like, for what? You know?
This clip presents the question of what is the issue that is making him think what is the point. Well, when looking at his Reddit account activity, it becomes very clear what was one of his prominent issues. Voxpol were able to investigate the subreddits that he visited and posted on, and were able to create this table. It can be seen through this table that he posted within 3 subreddits that included the word incel within its title. For individuals that are unaware, the term incel means involuntary celibate, and is used by some individuals that believe that they are not able to take part in sexual activity because they are unable to attract members of the opposite sex. The most famous example of an individual who believed that he was involuntary celibate was Elliot Rodger, who has already been touched upon on this YouTube channel. As well as this, there is 3 subreddits that include a variation of the question, am I ugly? Which shows that he may have been potentially self-conscious about his appearance. There is also one called Purple Pill, which for individuals that do not know what it is a subreddit which, when taking a look at, appears to ask questions about women and their life choices. Furthermore, there is a subreddit which is called r/doomer, which when having a look at, appears to have a lot of people that are unhappy with either life or particular things in life posting to it. This trend can also be seen within this clip that he uploaded to YouTube before he carried out his attack.
I'm still in the same house, same situation, same position. Still, everything's still the same. For the most part, it's just been me against the world. It's just been me fighting an uphill battle with a big rock on my back.
However, is the path to intended violence the only forensic psychological model which can be applied to this case?
Been me against the world. It's just been me fighting an uphill battle with a big rock on my back. You know, while I'm seeing that don't deserve half of anything. Now, they're getting a free ride to the top.
You may be asking yourself, what is narcissistic personality disorder? This mental health condition results in individuals having a heightened level of self-worth, and if they believe they are not being thought of in the same manner by other people within society, it can lead to them having a significant reaction to it. And due to individuals that suffer with this condition often lacking empathy to other individuals within society, it can often result in them murdering people that do not think of them in the same way they think of themselves. Brad Bushman proclaims that due to individuals suffering from low self-esteem, they should not be thought of not being able to have a large ego that could be damaged. There is multiple images online which show that the perpetrator hates, which could lead to the argument that he did care about what he looked like. Could this have been the reason as to why he was accessing subreddits which included the words "rape me" and "am I ugly" in the title? This shows that even though he exhibited the first steps of the path to intended violence psychological model, he can also be shown as exhibiting characteristics of an individual that also had narcissistic personality disorder, and this is what could have caused him to carry out the attack that he did.